Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So a few months ago, I made a video tutorial on how to make a panda. And today I decided to make him a friend. I'm gonna make a tiger. They will be in similar size, so I think they will look cute together. So we're gonna start with a magic ring. We're gonna wrap the yarn around the fingers. When you flip it, there will be two lines. We're gonna hook under the first line and hook over into the second line. Then we're gonna finish it with a chain. So that's a magic ring. We're gonna continue with single crochet. For single crochet, we're gonna insert the hook into the ring. We're gonna yarn over and pull the yarn out. Yarn over again and pull the yarn through. That's one single crochet. Since we need 6, we're gonna make 5 more. When you're done, you can just pull the yarn to close the hole. And we're gonna continue into the second row. For the second row, we're gonna make increase stitch. So for increase, we're gonna make 2 single crochet in 1 stitch. So I'm gonna make the first single crochet. Then I'm gonna insert the stitch marker so I know where the beginning is. And then on the same stitch, I'm gonna make another single crochet. So that's an increase. And we're just gonna continue making increase until the end of this row, and the total would be 12 stitches. Continue into the third row. In this row, we're gonna make single crochet and increase. So we're gonna start with a single crochet first. Then on the next stitch, we're gonna make an increase stitch. So that is the pattern for this row, a single crochet and increase. And we're just gonna repeat that pattern until the end of this row, and the total will be 18 stitches. Moving on into the next row. In this row, we're gonna make 2 single crochet and increase. So we're gonna start with 2 single crochet first. Then we're gonna make an increase on the next stitch. So that's the pattern for this row, 2 single crochet and increase. And we're just gonna repeat the pattern until the end of this row, and the total should be 24 stitches. Into the 5th row. In this row, we're gonna make 3 single crochet and increase. So we're gonna start with 3 single crochet first. And then we're gonna make increase on the next stitch. And that's the pattern for this row, 3 single crochet and increase. And we're just gonna repeat that until the end of this row, and the total should be 30 stitches. So for row 6 until row 11, we're just gonna fill each stitches with a single crochet. So it's gonna look like this so far, and we're gonna continue into the next row, which is row 12, and we're gonna start with 13 single crochet. Before finishing the last stitch, we're gonna insert the white yarn. And with the white yarn, we're gonna make 4 single crochet. Before finishing the 4th stitch, we're gonna change back to the orange yarn. And we're gonna make a single crochet first. And to secure the white yarn, I'm just gonna tie them together. So after the white yarn, we have to make 13 single crochet in orange, but since we have made 1 before, we're just gonna continue with 12 more. So the pattern for row 13 and 14 is the same. We're just gonna start with 12 single crochet first. Before finishing the last stitch, we're gonna change back the yarn into a white one. And using the white yarn, we're gonna make 6 single crochet. Then we're gonna go back into the orange yarn and we're gonna finish it with 12 single crochet. So I totally forgot to film the part where we supposedly insert the eyes, but when you have reached the end of row 14, then you can just insert the eyes. And you can use the white part as a guideline on where to insert the eyes. I'm placing it between row 7 and row 8 4 stitches apart. For row 15, we're just gonna start with 13 single crochet first. Then we're gonna change back into the white yarn and we're gonna make 4 single crochet. Change back into the orange yarn and we're gonna make a single crochet first. And since we no longer need the white yarn, we're just gonna cut it off and secure the yarn. So after the white yarn, we have to make 13 single crochet in orange, but since we have made one, we're gonna make 12 more. For row 16 and row 17, we're just gonna make single crochet for each stitches. Moving on into the next row. In this row, we're gonna make 3 single crochet and a decrease. So we're gonna start with 3 single crochet first. Then for a decrease, we're gonna insert the hook into the front loop of the next stitch and also the stitch next to it. Yarn over and pull the yarn out. Yarn over again and pull the yarn through. So that's a decrease, and we're just gonna continue with 3 single crochet and decrease until the end of this row, and the total would be 24 stitches. Into the next row, we're gonna make 2 single crochet and decrease. So we're gonna start with 2 single crochet first. Then we're gonna continue with a decrease. So we're just gonna repeat the pattern of 2 single crochet and decrease until the end of the row, and the total should be 18 stitches. For the last row, we're gonna make a single crochet and decrease. So we're gonna start with a single crochet first. Then we're gonna continue with decrease. And that is the pattern for the last row. And we're just gonna repeat that until the end of the row, and the total would be 12 stitches. When you're done, then you can just insert the stuffing. Then we're gonna cut the yarn off. To close the hole, we're just gonna insert the yarn into the front loop of each stitches. Then pull the yarn really tight to close the hole. Don't forget to weave in the ends. It's gonna look like this so far, and next we're gonna make the feet. So for the feet, we're just gonna start with a magic ring. Then we're just gonna continue with 6 single crochet. Pull the yarn to close the hole. Then for the second and the third row, we're just gonna fill each stitches with single crochet. When you're done, then you can just cut the yarn short and weave in the ends. And we're gonna make 3 of these. We're gonna make one more, but this time we're gonna leave a long tail for sewing. Next we're gonna make the ears, so we're just gonna start with a magic ring, continue with a chain, then we're gonna make a half double crochet. So we're gonna wrap the yarn around the hook, insert it into the ring, yarn over and pull the yarn out. There will be 3 loops on your hook. We're gonna yarn over and pull the yarn through. Next we're gonna make double crochet. So we're gonna wrap the yarn around the hook, insert it into the ring. We're gonna yarn over and pull the yarn out. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the first and the second loops. Yarn over again and pull the yarn through. So that's a double crochet, and we're just gonna continue with another half double crochet. Then finish with a single crochet. Pull the yarn to close the hole, and that's the ear. We're gonna cut the yarn, but we're gonna leave a long tail for sewing. And we're gonna make one more. Next we're gonna make the nose, and we're just gonna start with a magic ring. Then we're gonna continue with 8 single crochet. Pull the yarn to close the hole, and we're gonna do a slip stitch on the first stitch. If you want to sew the nose into the body, then you can just leave a long tail for sewing. Because I'm using glue, I can just cut the yarn short and then weave in the ends. Next, we're just gonna make a letter T using the black yarn. Cut the yarn and weave in the ends, and next we're gonna put the tiger together. So we're just gonna start by placing the nose first, and we're gonna place the nose between the eyes. Next we're gonna sew the hands, and I'm placing it between row 12 and row 13, and also between row 15 and row 16, and I'm placing it aligned with the eyes. So this is what it's gonna look like when you're done sewing all of the hands. When you're done, then you can just weave in the ends, and next we're gonna place the ear. So for the ears, we're just gonna sew it between row 3 and row 6. So that is one ear done. You can just weave in the ends and repeat the same thing to the other ear. Now the only thing left is making the stripes, but since there are a lot, I'm just gonna display it on the video for the stripes detail. So that's it for the video guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!